Hi everyone, Megan here from Beguiled by Books, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the lazy girl job movement and tell you some of my favorite books to help you on your lazy girl job journey. Let's get started. This whole movement is really about that boundary setting and not letting the drama at work take an emotional toll on you and really focusing on staying neutral and even keeled no matter what's going on around you. If you are in a situation or a job where you are looking at it as a paycheck, as a way to fund your life, which again, there's nothing wrong with that. So when you are realizing you're in your lazy girl job era or you're ready to jump into that and just use your job as a way to fund your life, I've got some really fabulous books that will help you with those boundary settings at work, that will help you make sure that you are being paid what you're worth and keeping up with everything that you need to do internally to make sure that you're keeping yourself sane and keeping yourself from burning out. The first book that I want to share with you is Deep Work by Cal Newport. I love this book because it's really all about finding time and making time, more specifically, making time in your day to create the things that you need to create, whether that is at work or whether that's outside of work in your personal passions and hobbies. At the end of the day, when we give too much of ourselves to something that does not fill our cup back up, then we experience burnout. And deep work is all about finding that time and creating that time to do the things that are truly important. So we're not getting sucked into a bunch of meaningless meetings. We're creating that time in our day to do our jobs, to do the work that actually needs to get accomplished, and making sure that the prioritization is accurate on a day-to-day basis. Fabulous book, highly recommend it. The next three books that I'm recommending to you are all by Adam Grant. They are Originals, Think Again, and Hidden Potential. Adam Grant is a phenomenal researcher and speaker and author out of the Wharton School of Business. And what I really love about Adam Grant's work is it's very approachable. It's not at all pretentious. It's very tactical, in the moment, day-to-day things that you can do while somehow also being very high level and conceptual so that you can apply it to your specific situation. Originals goes through the different ways that we can be thinking to be more original in our lives and why that's really important. Think Again talks about the ways we need to reframe how we are thinking and unlearn things that we may have learned earlier in our lives to maximize what we're trying to do with life. And Hidden Potential is all about uncovering your potential as the reader into developing that into what you want to do and to where you can really focus on your strengths and be really awesome in whatever you want to do. I would absolutely recommend any or all three of those books. If I had to pick just one to read, I'd probably pick Think Again. It's really between Think Again and Originals. I love both of them, but I think I would pick Think Again because that's really focused on, like I said, unlearning and then relearning new things to help you maximize the best version of yourself. So that's 4 books down. My 5th book is Gonzo Capitalism by Chris Guillebeau. This is a newer book. I really like it. And Chris Guillebeau, his whole thing is making sure you can find ways to sustain your life that are maybe atypical, a little outside of what's considered normal. He's very focused on entrepreneurship, on ways that you can generate income passively so that it keeps rolling in and you can find ways to amplify that in order to focus on other projects. So I really like Chris Guillebeau's work. I would also highly recommend The $100 Startup and The Art of Nonconformity. I give interns that I have worked with The Art of Nonconformity as a parting gift when their internship is over, just to make sure that those young minds can really be open to all the different ways that you can make money in this world and really help. And I'll probably add Gonzo Capitalism to that list because it really is about the future of the workplace, gig culture, freelancing, all that good stuff as ways of making money, whether it's your primary source of income or whether it's additional sources of income. The next book I would recommend you read is Essentialism. Essentialism is exactly that. It is all about focusing on what's essential, not all the distractions, not all the things that are pinging and dinging and pulling us away from our work and Slack and Teams and email. What is essential to your day-to-day that you need to get done? Whether that's one thing or two things, maybe it's three things, but at the end of the day, there are probably just a couple of things that really need to get done for you to feel good about your day, and everything else is on the periphery. You don't have to actually do all the things that you think you do when you break it down. And Essentialism has a great framework for how to talk about that, how to experience that, and how to put that into your life successfully without going up to your boss or your peers and just being like, I'm not coming to that meeting, sorry. So it's a really great framework for you to be able to start taking back what you may feel has been taken away from you by an employer or a job that is just demanding so much of you. The next book I would recommend for anyone in this lazy girl job era is Burnout. And Burnout is a fascinating book because it really digs into what burnout is, how we experience it, and how we can help recover from experiencing burnout by talking scientifically about the stress cycle and the hormones in the body that go crazy when we are under stress. So anyone who has ever felt that fight or flight response from a particularly difficult email or a meeting that you've encountered, that constant cortisol level and stress increase is really taking a toll on your body. And how do we combat that stress cycle so that we don't experience burnout or experience it at a lesser degree than what most people have been experiencing in the last 10 to 15 years? Love Burnout. I think it's a fabulous book to help understand what's happening in your body when you feel those things, and then know how to combat it when you get there. The last book for anyone looking at a lazy girl job or just really looking to help improve your life is going to be Never Split the Difference. This is the best book that I've read about negotiating. And what I love about this book is it's not just about negotiating a job or a salary. It's about how to get your kids to eat their vegetables or reduce their screen time. The way the author approaches negotiation is that everything in life is a negotiation. What you pick for dinner, where you go for coffee with your friend, you're constantly negotiating and you don't even realize it. So how can you apply those same thoughts to big things like salary discussions, like more responsibility or less responsibility, perhaps, or at home with your family or with your friends? So it is by far one of the best books, the best book I've ever read on negotiating. It's helped me a lot. I hope it helps you. And I hope you can negotiate something a little bit better for your life as you find your lazy girl job. I hope you've enjoyed the books that I've recommended. I would love to know what books you think are good for anti-work and for the lazy girl job movement. Please drop a comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.